This video, we're talking about divorce. Divorce. As you know, we have a huge issue with divorce in this country. It's out of hand. It's out of hand. And the only reason it's going down is because men aren't signing up, because they're waking up. But it's still happening at an enormous, ridiculous rates. And this gentleman in this video is giving men wisdom as to how to navigate divorce and the perspective they need to have in 2025. This one's going to hit hard, guys. This one is going to hit hard. So pay attention. Pay very close attention. He's going to be spitting some facts here. All right.
192,000.
Let's start it from the beginning.
Over 992,000 women filed for divorce in 2024. The stats have been updated. Typically, it's about a 1.5 to 2 year log of back data. So everything that happened in 2023, we have complete stats. But we don't have all the complete stats of 2024. But it just updated from 650,000 to 992,000 now that we are about halfway through the year. 992,000 women. I want you guys to understand this. Don't get you updated for men also. 330,000 men filed for divorce in 2024. I don't know if this is going to climb even higher, but the stats are just insane. However, women filed for divorce 3 times the amount that men did. So that's crazy. I want you men out here to enjoy your lives. As I've told you, men, if you're in a marriage, if I were you, I would be filing for divorce right now. Don't wait on her to file so you can end up losing all your money like a lot of these men have. So I asked ChatGPT, I said, how much money did men lose in 2024 when it comes to divorce, such as with alimony, 50% of their income, homes, etc. And that was when the stats were 650,000. ChatGPT said that men lost around $30 billion in 2024 if 650,000 women filed for divorce.
Billion, gentlemen, with a B. Okay? Not a M. B. I'm going to let him keep going.
All the stats have updated to 992,000. You men need to wake up and realize something. Enjoy your life. Stop chasing love. You live in a society that has no love. You live in a society of women that listen to celebrities, focus on reality live, so that's why they are all chaotic and dramatic the way that they are today. So if you live in a time where women enjoy chaos, what makes you think that a marriage will work? You signing a piece of paper is only going to have you ending up in divorce court. I just saw a video of a girl who was talking about the rapper Slim Thug. And she's talking about some mess between Slim Thug and Megan Thee Stallion right now, whatever. But she was talking about how Slim Thug, is sad because he's old now and he should be married by now and he's not married. You see, this is all black women can ever talk about. They always want to poke at a man that's not married as if they are marriage material. None of these women are marriage material. Slim Thug is a multi-million-dollar rapper who has a successful career, his own home, which I believe is paid for, multiple luxury cars. He travels the world. His sons appear to be fine. And this woman is talking down on him saying that, his life is nothing because he's not married. I wouldn't marry none of you scallywags.
Here's the thing. He's spitting facts right now. But I have to interject real quick to add to what he's saying. Women are always going to paint, like I said in the beginning, women want to attach like marriage to a man's identity, where that should be his end goal. Every time we're talking about a successful man, he's made it. He's has a great career. He's got a lot going on. He's made it. He's successful. You'll always notice that women ask, is he married? Is he married? As if that's a sign of accomplishment now. What a lot of women stand men at all. They just seek to profit from them. Once upon a time, men did view marriage as an asset because it was. It came with benefits. It came with sacrifices just as it does now. But it also came with benefits. It came with, things that were gained. You got a loyal wife. You got a woman who was not a hoe. Can't stress that enough. She listened. She was submit. Actually had some wisdom to impart to the kids. And you had a good woman. The entire landscape has changed. Men no longer look to women as an asset in their life. Like when men think women now, we think liability. We think cost. We think risk. We think, what if she comes in and ruins my life? We think stress. We think potential baggage, potential divorce. I don't, or dark. That's because you don't want to understand us or our perspective on how relationships impact us. You don't understand. When we get into a relationship, it's not something we get into with this mindset of, oh, I can get something out of this a lot of the time. It's, okay, I've just taken on something. Even when you have a good woman, you've still taken on a burden. Now, that burden might pay off if you have a good woman, but you're still taking something onto yourself. But now, since there is a huge shortage of good women, most of what a man is taking onto himself is straight risk, liability, burden, and potential disaster. So when he's talking about, when we're talking about marriage and why men don't want to get married anymore, it's because we don't see any at all. We just think risk, like, oh my gosh, like all the ways that this could go wrong. What if she destroys me financially? What if she destroys me, emotionally, mentally, steals my kids, destroys my reputation? It's like, bro, there's so many ways it can go wrong. So many ways. And such a narrow, thin line for it to go right. If you think I'm exaggerating, and we're going to talk about this probably in another video, but there's a trend going on in TikTok right now where there are women who are literally, going to the internet and talking about how it's okay to leave their perfectly good husband. And they'll admit it. Matt Walsh just did a reaction to one of these videos. It was very popular on his channel within the last couple of days. A woman getting on TikTok, of course, in her car, and she is talking about, man, I have a great husband. Let me be clear. My husband is a great father. He's amazing. He treats me well. He's loyal. He's super supportive. Literally just went down the list of this man's amazing traits. But I just feel like I want to find myself. I don't know myself, I don't know who I am. And it's not my husband's fault that this is happening. So I can't blame him for not being able to meet my needs because I don't even know who I am right now. The amount of nonsense, bro. Perfect men, by their own admission. If you want to see more videos like this, type into the search bar in TikTok, it's okay to leave the good guy / nice guy. And you'll see so many videos, thousands of views and comments of women saying, I agree. I'm in the same boat. My husband, he's the love of my life. He's amazing. He's my best friend. But I just feel this feeling like I want to leave. I don't know. I just feel like it's the right thing to do. And then they'll be in the comment section saying, oh, I needed this video. I feel like this video was for me. This was my message. This was my sign to destroy my marriage with a perfect man by my own admission. That's modern society. That's dating for men. But you guys never want to hear that side. You never want to listen to that side. So when men say, yeah, no, I'm not going to get married anymore. You're like, what? You don't want a wife? You don't want a legacy? A legacy that you intend to destroy in 7 to 10 years? You're going to destroy the legacy anyway. You're going to steal the kids, poison their mind against me anyway. What legacy? A legacy of a destroyed marriage? A broken family? Some legacy in America, in the West. We don't have anything to look forward to. And when we voice these concerns about why we don't want to get married, it falls on deaf ears. So now men have just we've stopped trying to convince y'all. We've stopped trying to get you guys to change. And we've decided we can only do one thing, since we can only control ourselves. We've just withdrawn. We've just decided, you know what? I'm done debating. I'm done having conversations about it. I'm done explaining myself. I'm just going to move different. I'm going to move different. My actions will show where I stand on the topic. You're not listening anyway, so I'm just going to show you what my actions. And we're deciding not to get into relationships anymore. And women are feeling it. Women are feeling this. You see, the TikTok is blowing up with videos. Men aren't approaching anymore. What's going on with masculinity? Masculinity is on the decline. Men aren't pursuers. Where are the hunters? Where are men who want a family? And do men want relationships anymore? Why don't men want marriages anymore? What's going on with men? We've been telling you for the longest time what the problem is. You didn't want to listen. So now we're just going to act. We're just going to vote with our actions. And you can be left there wondering. And while you're wondering, because I know a lot of you are wondering, ladies, I'm talking to you right now. Since you're wondering, if you're wondering, do a little search on TikTok, the TikTok you love so much, and listen to the men. Stop listening to the toxic feminists who are telling you all kinds of ridiculous BS, and listen to the men for once as to why they don't want to engage. Now I'm going to get back to the video so we can finish up. I just wanted to give my little two-piece on that.
Slim Thug is an intelligent man to understand his money and his career. You would try to milk him for everything you could get from him. Why would an intelligent, successful man be so stupid? So, with that being said, stop getting sucked into this thing on the internet that's making you, if you're not married, then you're not successful. You haven't accomplished what you're supposed to accomplish. They say things like, so what, are you just going to be boyfriend and girlfriend forever? Yes.
Yep.
Or if you don't want to be boyfriend and girlfriend forever, becoming very successful, and you can live the life of happiness that you want with women. See, if you stop trying to fall in love with women, which is one of the worst things you could ever do in this time, enjoy women. When you're making millions of dollars, it's nothing for you to take women out on expensive dates because you enjoy that, because you have so much money and the money keeps coming that is nothing for you. So if you change up and you rewire your brain, stop looking for love. Stop looking to settle down with a woman and enjoy life with women. Travel with women. Enjoy going out with women, having fun with women. Don't take it to a level where you can get your heart broken or you can get your finances broken because you chose to settle down and marry a woman. It's one of the worst things you could ever do. So take my advice. Stop allowing these women to convince you to be involved in this hustle. None of these women today are marriage material. They're not. And even if they appear to be, I don't care what comes out of their mouth, what ends up happening is they'll suffer for failure. Over
Facts.
990.
He spoke facts. He absolutely spoke facts in that video. We're going to take a little quick look at the comment section real quick, because I'm curious. Let's see what the boys have to say, and the ladies. And the ladies. I'm not going to leave y'all out. Looks like a woman saying here, she says, husbands and son husbands. I agree. They want their dad, they want their boyfriend or their husband to play the role of their daddy. They say we have mommy issues, but they have daddy issues. Prenup needs to be normal. No, I agree. But no, I more agree with the marriage laws need to change. Marriage reform. Like the whole system needs to change. Us men, we need to stop relying on prenups. We need something more ironclad than a prenup. We need it in law. We need our rights in law the same way women get protections and securities in marriage. We need ours written down in law. We need to stop relying on some flimsy document. I'm sick of that. That's over. Until they change the laws, marriage is dead. For sure. They never want 50-50 until they file. I'm never doing it again. Yeah. There's a married man right here. They want half of your stuff. 50-50 isn't enough during the relationship, but give me half when I'm out the door. When I'm heading out the door, 50-50 is fine with me. Marriage should be a contract for renewal every 5 years. You can opt out with no obligations. No, because then what's the point? Just stay boyfriend and girlfriend. Just stay boyfriend and girlfriend. Marriage is supposed to mean something. Opting out, opting out just makes it lose its value. Like, what's the point? Just stay boyfriend and girlfriend. You can opt out at any point, at any moment. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this one says, China changed their divorce laws, where women who file for divorce can take 50% of a husband's assets if she is just a stay-at-home wife. Oh, cannot. Okay, I knew I was reading that wrong. China changed their divorce laws where women who file for divorce cannot take 50% of a husband's assets if she is just a stay-at-home wife. I know. Yeah, I heard that. I actually saw somebody do a video on that, and I think that is 1,000%. That's what we need in the West. Guys, my apologies. That is 1,000% what we need in the West. I bet, there'll be more women marrying for the right reasons if there wasn't this financial incentive. But as long as that exists and it's contracted in, women are always going to get married for the wrong reasons. But if they know that they ain't taking nothing, then when they get in the marriage, they're what? This ain't no money grab. This is something that's gonna, actually take work. And if I'm in this for the right reasons, because there's no cash out. We need to bring that to the West, and that'll be a huge step in fixing the direction that the marriage and the marriage laws are going in. Okay, this guy's 58 equity, 12,000 for legal fees, 58,000 equity, 12,000 for legal fees, and a $10,000 ring. God, that hurts. That hurts. That's like 80,000, bruv. Down the drain. Down the drain. This guy says, getting a divorce was the best thing that ever happened to me. Divorced 2 times now, never again. Good Lord. Ain't no more love. Facts. Okay, this guy says, in Kenya, she only walks away with what she contributes. Whatever she found with you can't touch. Whatever she didn't contribute towards, she can't touch it. See, Kenya got it going on. We try to, crap on these third world countries, but when you look at their marriage and divorce laws, they are, it sounds crazy to say that, but we've lived in a society where the divorce laws are so insane and so blatantly, skewed and biased that when I look at the laws, like in the Philippines, and now he's talking about Kenya, and you're like, wow, that just sounds so rational. It sounds so fair. And why? We're shocked when we hear things like this over here in the West. Divorce graped all the time, that when we hear about a society that things are actually fair, that exists. And yet we, like to proclaim that we're so advanced and we have the right mindset when it comes to things. No, we don't. We just use men. That's it. Okay. Let me see. I said, I'd much rather have a woman upset because of me not marrying instead of being mad. Facts. I totally agree with that. Oh, this one looks interesting. Said, my ex-wife ran off with the pastor of our church. Oh my gosh. See what I told you about these fake Christian women? Divorced me, took my home and half of my retirement, and got back pay. Now I'm renting a room, broke, busted, and disgusted. Nothing left for me, trying to live a good life. What's left of it? Not much. Dang. ran off with the pastor, bro. Pastor, fake wife, fake conservatives, fake Christians. They're everywhere, man.